So this is it?
Well, this is just a spattering.
So what I kind of like about this, from my point of view, is that this is not so thin, and it has a little flavor to it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, we generally start with 6 millimeter acetate, and on some of the finer ones, we carve it down to 5.5. Then we're carving the skiving and the scooping, you know. But we have some interesting factory videos we could share with you too.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very pretty. I like the colors.
I think seeing the spiral gara is interesting because it's not so common, you know. Oh, the Matheson. I love the Matheson. The Matheson is what I call a beanie frame. It looks so good with a beanie on.
So, let me have you here. I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Looking at these frames over here.
Uh-huh. Can I touch it?
Oh, yeah. So what I'm trying to show you is, how do they combine this color and that color?
It's not combined. It's when the sheet is made. Okay, do you have a piece of paper? Oh, it's okay. So the sheet is, say, 240 by 640 in millimeters, right? Well, the top and the bottom would have the pattern, and the middle would be clear. So they're cutting one row like this, the other row like this. So the sheet is actually made like that.
Because I thought it was maybe like connected with some UV or something.
No. It's you can see the Takiron Roland. The SKU number is TN for the. Well, there's a few different ones, but yeah, that's how it's made.
And you yourself, you prefer to wear metal frames or plastic frames?
I wear both. Yeah, it depends. If I'm working, like I'm in design mode and I'm on the computer where I'm going for 2 or 3 days straight, I'll wear a titanium frame because it doesn't tire me out. If I'm out rolling, I'll put on I wear the Kowalski acetate frame. Yeah. I have one color we call blood. I really wanted not a red, but a deep burnt wine. So one night I just poked my finger and I bled on the paper, and I photographed it while it's drying because, you know, blood will go from bright red to like a burnt brown. And I picked that just before burnt brown, and it's really amazing color. You know?
There are things we have to do to create.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't have done that if I wasn't looking for the color, but you're right. It didn't hurt much. Yeah, I mean, I'm really inspired by nature when it comes to color, you know. And starting to look towards space, actually. There's some amazing colors and hues that they can take with the Hubble spacecraft now, you know. Colors you never saw before in your life on Earth. Not exactly anyway, you know. I mean, I grew up in the 70s, so, you know, we experimented with everything. Everybody from that time said experimented.
You're not talking about LSD now, are you?
Yeah, we were in space and mushrooms and LSD. I grew up in the Midwest where there's nothing to do, you know. There were just Ford pickups and farms, and we would just go camp and eat mushrooms or whatever, you know. I was born in South Dakota, Gettysburg, South Dakota. My dad was building a dam up there. But I grew up in South Sioux City, Nebraska, which is where South Dakota, Iowa, and Nebraska meet. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, eyewear is an addiction. If people, even the customers, they become addicted to buying eyewear.
But I don't entirely agree with you.
But you feel it. Feel the acetate. You can actually feel the difference, you know.
So Teflon comes from cotton.
Well, it's basically a pulp generated oil, you know. Yeah. And then even our offcuts, like, you know, all of our offcuts, when we destroy them in what's called shokyakujo, they have a precipitator. No gas is released into the atmosphere. And you can, if you want to biodegrade these, you can biodegrade them. But if you don't want to, they're going to last longer than anything. Anybody that's reusing acetate or like plastics for eyewear, I think is making a mistake because it's just going to end up in the ocean again. It's not, the quality isn't there. If they want to reuse those materials, they need to reuse them for bulk architectural usage, you know, casting walls and things. And, you know, we make enough from our cuts, the way we cut, you know, the way we do things. You know, a plain color sheet, depending on the frames, you're going to get like 20-some fronts from a sheet, you know. And even in Japan, we don't have so many accounts. We have all like-minded accounts because people will go there. It's not like we are opening doors that are very close to each other. You know, one area, one store. That's it. You know, for everything we do. The craft line, basically, the craft line is a straight temple that you can do a slight bend or you can shape them in like a library temple. But look how nice when you use the same color. You know, it's just it's a good way of finishing that, you know.
No, you're totally right about that.
Even these smaller hinges, see the star nut? Yeah,
I see that you are very proud.
I love it. We've, you know, this company is only 10 years old, but we grew organically, step by step.
See this frame on here? I would like to see
This is the beanie. I should have brought my beanie, huh? The fine craft line in sunglasses also is quite sexy. Very minimal, but really enhances. I actually made a lens this color too. And we also have a honey mauve. Where is that? We have a lens that's exactly this color too. So it's like one, but I'm making some new lenses now. For whatever reason, the browns are really good now. We have 3 different tones of brown, from chocolate to medium to a light, like a BR66. Just sell a ton of them because people are not wearing in Japan with the mask, you know. They're not wearing like dark lenses. Here they probably wear the darker lenses. This one on the Kring's nose, the nose pad arm is close enough you can use them in Western world or for Asian clients too. But a lot of times what happens is when people put a Kring's nose on an acetate frame, the nose pad arm is too long, so it doesn't work for Western people, you know. There's a way to do it, you know, that makes it really super functional.
Okay, so terrific. So I have to run.
Can we do, you and me do a picture together so I can put on my Instagram?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Let's do it by your sign.
Okay.
That's good.